Hello all and welcome to Sprout Plus. This is your host Emmanuel, and today we're going to talk about WP SuperCache plugin, and let's get started right away. So I've already installed a plugin called RB3 Total Cache. Now if you want to install a caching plugin, you don't want another caching plugin there. So all you have to do is delete. I'm going to click on OK. Alright, now I'm just going to click on add new. I'm gonna search for WP SuperCache. There it is, WP SuperCache by Automatic. Click on install now. Once it gets installed, click on activate, and there you go, WP SuperCache has been activated. Now here in the plugins area, I'm going to click on settings. So this is how the WP SuperCache settings page looks like. Now as you can see, there is caching off. I have to click on caching on to enable caching, and after I enable the caching on, I'm going to click on update status. Now I'm going to click on advanced tab. As you can see, the caching has been already enabled, and cache delivery method, please set it to simple, and under miscellaneous, please enable caching for all visitors. What this does is it caches all the visitors who visit your page. In case if you want to disable caching for some visitors or logged in visitors, you can do that here as well. So all you have to do is click on disable caching for logged in visitors. Alright, and then here you can click on disable caching for visitors who have a cookie set in their browser. This all things you can do, but for now I've enabled caching for all visitors. Alright, and here as you can see, don't cache pages with get parameters. So in some pages there will be a get parameter, and in case if there is a get parameter, we don't want to cache that pages. So in case if you have any get parameters in your website, you have to enable this one. Compress pages so they are served more quickly to visitors. So I'm gonna enable this option. I'm gonna compress the pages so that the website will be compressed for quick viewing, and by default the cache rebuild option has been enabled. If you want, you can enable cache HTTP headers with page content. This is basically related to client requests and server responses, so we can enable this too if you want. But 304 browser caching, this improves the site's performance by checking if the page has changed since the browser last requested it. We'll enable this because if there is any change in your website since it was last updated, this will cache that too. So that is really important, so we enable this feature. And under advanced category, please enable dynamic caching, mobile device support, remove UTF-8 block char set support from .htxs file. This is something like a character set that we don't want to use. So in case if there is a UTF-8 character set, you can remove it. And clear all cache files when a post or page is published or updated. Yes, this definitely you have to check this option, because whenever you update a post in your page and every time it is getting updated, all your old cache files has to be cleared and new caching will begin. So this is really important. Please enable extra home page checks, because again it will check your home page and it will stop home page caching if there is an extra addition to the page, and it will start caching the home page once again. Should also enable only refresh content page when comments made, because in your blog post when a comment is made, the page has to refresh including that comment in your page. So you have to enable this option. List the newest cached pages on this page. Yes, definitely you have to enable this, because the newest version of the cache should be presented on the page. That is really important in web page. Course file locking. You have to enable course file locking. Late initial display cached files after WordPress has loaded. Please check this option too. And here under cache location, it shows you where is the cache folder. Under cache location, this shows where my cache folder is. Alright, after doing all this, please click on the update status and you have updated everything. Now, if you scroll down here, you can see something called cache timeout. Please change this to 3600 because for every 3600 seconds, the cache will get timeout and it will refresh. So this time if you do it for 1800 seconds, it will do for every half hour, but please change that to 1 hour. Now click on change expiration. Again, I'm gonna scroll down. In case if you don't want to cache some elements in your website, you can do it over here. For me, that's not needed, so I'm not gonna include anything. In case if you don't want to cache any strings, you can include over here and you can save strings. And in case if you don't want to cache any cookies, these cookies are set over here. All you have to do is include the .php file and save. Now I'll click on the CDN tab. CDN means Content Delivery Network. What CDN does is actually connects your website to a cloud of computers, and instead of loading your website from a single server, there are multiple servers associated with your website, and according to the location from where your website is being accessed, the Content Delivery Network gives the fastest loading times. So if you have a CDN support for your website, please enable CDN support and click on Save Changes. Alright, let's go to the Contents tab. So here you can see, for example, if you have enabled caching and you're looking at this after 1 week or 2 weeks, and here you can see how many cached pages are there, how many expired pages are there. All you have to do is delete expired and delete cache. Then we'll click on Preload tab. So if you enable Preload, your cached version of the website will be used to load your website faster. But there is a problem. If you enable this preload mode, then regular garbage collection will be disabled. So old cache files are not deleted. So in case if you want to enable preload option, you can do it over here, or else you can leave it as it is. Next, we are going to look at plugins tab. And in this tab, actually, if you think about it, some plugins also use caching, and you can actually enable or disable caching by that particular plugin here. Alright, let's go to debug. In case if you have a problem with a plugin, you can debug it over here. You can troubleshoot the problem. In case if there is a problem in your cache directory, which in turn made the plugin not work properly, you can fix the problems over here by enable logging. All the changes that has been made in the plugin will be logged so that you can troubleshoot what is the exact problem with the plugin. So then all you have to do is save settings, and that's it. You have installed WP SuperCache and you have configured it on your website. So that is all from me today. I hope I have given you a good idea about WP SuperCache and how to set up in your WordPress site. In case if you have any queries, please feel free to comment and we'll be happy to help. If you like our videos, please hit the like button, and if you want to subscribe to us, please hit on the subscribe button. And until I meet you in the next video, bye bye from Emmanuel.